Hi, I'm Camelia Elliott with Camelia's Unique Creations, and today I'm going to talk to you about demystifying the Y seam. We'll go to the cutting board at this time and start cutting. I've cut a 2 1/4 inch strip, and I will cut on the 45-degree angle where it will look like this. The fabric is folded right sides together. It doesn't really matter if you have it folded wrong sides together. Basically, your end result is you want to have a mirror image. So at this time, I'm going to cut. It needs to be 4 1/4 inches from this point to this point, and I use my rotary mat as a guide. The next cut is going to be at the 1/4 inch point, and this side will be straight. So I'm lining my ruler up with the mat to cut this one. It really doesn't matter what this measurement is, just so the long measurement is 4 1/4. And I'm going to continue to do this all the way to the end of the fabric. And I'm placing my ruler on a 45-degree angle. And here is my 4 1/4 inch marker. Place the fabric at the 4 1/4 inch point, and the next cut is a straight edge. Now we're going to go to the machine and start sewing. Now I have cut a 4 5/8 inch square and subcut it diagonally to create 4 triangles. And that is going to be on this piece of my Y seam. My first step is to take the blue piece and mark it with a pencil. Marking my 4 1/4 inch seam. And that's going to show me where to stitch. I'm going to put these two pieces right sides together. Match them at the top. My needle will go into the cross point. I'm going to take 2 step stitches. I'm going to back stitch. I'm going to go forward to the end, reverse stitch, and stop. Now we will do the next step. Now I have my pieces laid out, and I'm going to put right sides together. Actually going to flip it over. And as you'll notice, I always stitch to where I can see my pencil markings. Forward, reverse stitch, forward. I'm pulling this so that it's all going to not have a pucker. Going to stitch to the point and reverse stitch. I don't want to stitch past the point. Now we will do the other side. I have my fabric right sides together. I'm specifically sewing on this side of the fabric for a reason. I want to be able to see my seam at the bottom because that's where I'm going to stop. When I get to about this point, I'm going to put my needle down. I'm going to pull this fabric out so that it doesn't get bunched up in there. When I get to the other stitch, I'm going backwards. Okay, we're at the ironing board. The first thing I'm going to do is press this seam open. I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to press the triangle down where you can see the whole triangle. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to press the top side. And as you see, we have a perfect Y seam. Now I'm going to go to the cutting board and square it up. Now I'm going to square this to 3 3/4, and the center is going to be 1 7/8, and as you see, the 45-degree angle is perfectly along that edge. Let's go back to the sewing machine. We have a perfect Y seam, and that was quite painless, was it not? This is what you can make with your Y seams. In this one, we have 2 Y seams per block, and there are 8 in the entire thing. As you see, Y seams are quite painless. This little wall hanging, I will be creating all bed sizes. It will be available in a wall hanging size, which is 16 blocks, as well as all of the bed sizes. And you see there are 2 Y seams per block. Special thanks to my videographer, Mary Ellen Butch. You would enjoy her blog, and I hope you will visit my website.